up in myself. That thing of loving was for everybody else. Lost and lonely, having hurt too many times. Gave up on hoping, thought I never did it right.
Gosh, I had to stall from turning on the camera because there are some animals. They're not coyotes. They're like maybe wolves or something, but they're howling like crazy. So anyway, I had to listen to them before I could turn the camera on. I hope they don't run and attack me while I'm videotaping. Okay, you guys, it is not, growing older is not for the weak. So I have to share one thing because you're my buddies and you're my posse, and and I'm hoping that you guys can relate. Okay, the story begins years ago when I was on my way to the beach. I was going to pick up my mother, and we were going to go down and stay with our family friend who lives down there, and so generously lets us use the house. So I'm going to say a week, 5 days before I left to go pick up my mother and go to the beach house, I woke up in the middle of the night. It had happened a couple nights in a row. I woke up in the middle of the night feeling like there was an ice pick going into my head, just like, and it was really bad. And it was so bad that I knew even like Tylenol wouldn't take it away. I'd never felt anything like it before. So then as days went by, that feeling of the knife pit going into my head stopped. But then I started getting this rash along here, and it was so itchy, and it just was mostly right here in my hairline, right in here. And so it's just itchy. And so I went to pick up my mother, and I said, by the way, Mom, and I kind of moved my bangs aside, and I said, do you know what this is? It's just driving me crazy. It's burning and itching. And she said, oh, honey, I think you have shingles. And I was like, no. And she was like, yes. And so, oh my gosh, there's a deer, you guys. Oh my gosh, there's a deer right there. His little ears are going like this. Okay, no, he's right out. He's going to go back. Nope, he's going to stay in there and eat. Hi. He's not afraid of me at all. Oh, he's going back into the trees now. How cool is that? Okay, so I said, no way. So my mom said, I'm not going to the beach with you. You go to the doctor. So I went to the beach, and I stopped at urgent care on my way there. And so sure enough, I had my little checkup, and I had shingles. So he said, if they start getting into your eye area, you've got to come back and let me know. But in the meantime, here's some topical medicine, and, you are contagious. And he gave me the 411. So I got to the beach house. I was the only one there. So at least it was a nice place to linger with my shingles. So, okay, that lasted a couple weeks, and they did sort of get behind my eye. And so I did go back to the doctor, and he gave me an eye exam, and he said, well, if it does not get any worse, I think you'll be okay. Well, for probably a year or so after that, my eye was still very sensitive. So, and teary, see how like it tears up? So now the other day, I'm looking for that deer. So the other day, I was in bed at night sleeping, and I kept scratching. And I thought, oh my gosh, that is the same feeling I had when I had shingles, and it's the same area. So the next morning when I washed my face and was getting dressed, I looked, and sure enough, I have one tiny lesion right here. You probably can't see it, but I had just like little dots of pepper, but they were red here and in here. So I've had another shingle attack. Now, don't tell me to get a vaccine, because I'm not going to. And I'm just glad that the attack was not any worse. But so, once again, aging is not for the weak, because I blame that I have had 2 bouts of shingles since I've been older. And my my leg, where I broke my leg when I had that accident, my leg is still bad, and I'm totally a limper. And that's why I enjoy going to the swimming classes, because the swimming is very good for my leg, but it doesn't hurt or anything. It's very supportive. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys about my shingles. I have a lesion here and a couple up here and a couple up here. Very small, but it's getting better. But you know me, I had to share it with you guys. So this is Cindy signing off, and I hope that you guys are in good health and that I'm not alone in this battle of aging. Until our next conversation. Bye-bye.
I remember getting locked up in myself. That thing of loving was for everybody else. Lost and lonely, having hurt too many times. Gave up on hoping, thought I'd never